Predator puts on another banger tournament. We recap it tonight on the Tang Clan. Greetings, pool fan. Thank you for joining me here tonight. We begin the show with some absolute horrible news. Mika Immonen, ambassador and champion of our sport, has passed away at the age of 52. Born in Finland, nicknamed the Iceman, two-time U.S. Open champion, Mika was diagnosed with colorectal cancer in late 2023. Mika sought out treatment and attacked it harder than any rack he's ever ran in his life. Still going through treatment, Mika returned to the table in 2024. He was back and playing great, and we all thought the Iceman had beat this thing. Even though Mika was a native Finn, he resided in New York City and was a well-established New York pool player, calling Amsterdam Billiards his home away from home. I'll always remember Mika on a personal level, because after my hero Ginky died, Mika was very well-spoken and showed a lot of heart at Gink's expense, appearing in several tribute videos to Ginky. I can't help but think this is a major blow to the pool community. Mika was a feared competitor, but even more so, he was loved as one of our brothers and an ambassador to the sport. Rest easy, Iceman. You will definitely be missed. All right. Predator Pro Billiard Series from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. We've been treated to another all-inclusive banger tournament from Predator. 11 days, 3 events, 3 new champions crowned. First up, the Box Billiards Mixed Double Open. In mixed doubles, I've come to expect the powerhouse teams to not fare well in these events. But this time, the big-name teams came out swinging. We had some great teams in this one. We had Cheska and Jeff DeLuna. We had Kelly Fisher and Alex Kazakis. The Killer Fillers. And my personal favorite team, Robbie Capito and his girlfriend, Sosoa. The semifinals consisted of Pearl Chiang and Max Lechner versus Ko Ping Chung and Rita. And in the marquee match, we had the Killer Fillers versus Robbie and Soa. The teams of Rita and Ko Ping Chung moved on to the finale against the Killer Fillers. The Killer Fillers looked phenomenal and reigned supreme in this one, marching to a 2-0 straight set victory. I don't think there's two people that feed off each other better than Josh and Pia. You see it in their playing, and now you can see it on YouTube, as the Killer Fillers have really upped their social media YouTube game. Congrats to Josh and Pia, the Killer Fillers, your mixed doubles champions. And now, on to the ladies. We have the Poison Saigon Women 9-Ball Open. 64 women, $75,000 prize fund. This is a huge field for the women. A lot of names that the casual pool fan will have a tough time knowing. Over a quarter of the women were local Vietnamese players. These Predator WPA events really give you 2 crops of players. The WPBA players that we see all the time, like Christina and Savannah. Then you got the WPA girls, your Sosoas, Rubelin, Cheska, and these days you're seeing a lot more of Kelly Fisher and Jasmine Ocean. To me, I see the WPA girls as the better pool players currently. That is in no way a diss to the WPBA girls. They got a lot of great players repping them. But it's more of a sorority-based operation run by Ma and Pa. For what they paid first place in this event, you would have needed to win 4 or 5 WPBA events to equate this check. These WPA Predator girls play a lot more pool throughout the year. There's a lot of Asian stops. The EPBF is always popping. There's a ton of great pool being played there. I'll tell you what the WPBA is doing right now that I think is very cool. On their YouTube channel, they're uploading a lot of old classic events, a lot of late 90s, early 2000s stuff. You know, Jeanette Lee, Karen Core, Gerda Hofstetter, young Kelly Fisher, young Allison Fisher. You know, these are names when I was in high school in my early 20s. These were women that I was absolutely love watching play the game. A huge influence on me. And seeing some of these events, seeing a young Jen Beretta, you know, when she was just starting out, I love to see it. And this is stuff I had on VHS tape years ago, and seeing it again, seeing it in high def. Now that they're uploading all these classic events, I absolutely love it. And I'm probably blowing out the channel. I'm probably blowing out the WPBA YouTube channel right now. So good on them for doing that stuff. The last 16 showcased a lot of homegrown talent. Pia, Jasmine, and Savannah were the only non-homegrown talent that were in the final 16, and the only ones repping the WPBA at that point. However, any tournament that has Rubelin Ahmet in it, you'll be hard-pressed to find anybody else but her in the finals. The finals of the Saigon Women's 9-Ball Open were none other than Rubelin Ahmet and Wei Wei. This one went the limit and was seemingly going Rubelin's way very late, but she dogged 2 huge balls that led to Wei Wei taking home the title.
Better shot, much bigger pocket. 9's too far from the side. Wow.
Hung up the 8.
Just didn't like taking on the long 9. What a shot, but she's going to go off in the corner.
Oh, boy.
As phenomenal as I think Rubelin is, her very fast pace of play allows for small mistakes in her game. And when you reach the finals, small mistakes become big mistakes. Wei Wei takes home the title, along with that very nice $22,500 paycheck. This is what I'm talking about with the WPBA versus the Predator events. I understand it's a big ticket retailer versus virtually a mom-and-pop organization, but there's going to come a day when there's a fork in the road, and these women are going to want to start earning some more money, and they're going to be forced to choose. It's time to ante up WPBA and treat these women like the professional players they deserve to be treated like. Congrats, Wei Wei and Rubelin, on marching through a very tough women's field. Last but not least, we got the Predator WPA Men's World 10-Ball Championship. 96 players, $250,000 prize fund. $70,000 goes to the winner, $40,000 to the runner-up. That is nice money. The story of these Predator tournaments is the alternate break inning format. It takes the race 2 format and it throws it right out the window. Guys that are thoroughbreds get put in street fight situations, and it really levels the playing field. Early knockout round victims included Josh Filler, Claudio Cacci, Robbie Capito, to name a few. So let's pick this up in the semis. Your final 4 were Alex Kazakis, who took on Shane Van Boning, and then Carlo Beato versus your eventual winner, Ko Ping Chung. Ko surprisingly crushed Carlo Beato 3-0 in straight sets. But the jewel of this event was the Ironman Marathon between Alex Kazakis and Shane Van Boning. In these Predator events, you got to pay attention to the lag of all things. Because if you win the lag, you pretty much control the first 3 of 5 sets that you'd need for victory. After each man led off with a 4-0 set, this thing turned to all-out war, and a ton of pool was played. Both men had each won 2 sets, and were tied at 3-3 in the 5th and final set. And once you're tied 3-3, you know where this is going. Overtime, baby. After 13 rounds of the overtime shot, SVB was the first one to blink, giving a very worn-out Alex Kazakis the victory and a matchup in the finals against Ko Ping Chung. Having been spent from his match versus Shane, Alex went down 3-1 versus Ko Ping Chung, making Ko Ping Chung your Predator WPA Men's 10-Ball World Champion. Ko gets a nice payday of $70,000, and Alex gets a very nice check himself of $40,000. You almost don't want these events to end. All-inclusive, multiple disciplines, What an outstanding time. Much like Neil's, I love seeing Alex around in these finals. The ability now to pick the dates and places of how you route your year makes for some of these older guys to not kill themselves so much with travel. And now the events they do go to, they're able to go all in because they're not completely exhausted. That's all I got for you this time, guys. Man, I keep thinking about Mika. 52 years old, that's so young. We're here, and then we're gone in the blink of an eye. Make the most of the time you got here, guys. And tell your loved ones you love them. We got some fun stuff coming up. We got some interviews on the horizon. We got the men's doubles coming up. The Hanoi Open. The Reyes Cup very soon. It's that time of year, folks. Get ready for a ton of pool coming your way. Anybody interested in maybe coming on and discussing the Reyes Cup, please message me on Facebook or Instagram. I'd love it if you all dropped a like or a comment down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Also, I just want to send a quick shout out to all my family and friends that are Raiders fans. Bear down, bitches. That's about it for my time. I am the Gangster of Pool. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next time.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.